Hey, it's good to see you. We are at Bull City Cider Works in Greensboro, North Carolina because I'm following Mike's vegan cookout, and they're getting in position now. They're back the truck up. There are already people here waiting. I just got here. I thought we would try. There are all kinds of people here. I got somebody in a car beside me waving at me. I don't know. I don't know anybody here, I don't think. I just showed up. I thought today we would try some of the chicken. There's no E in it. I think it has to be actual chicken to have an E in it. It's just apostrophe N, chicken. And they have several different kinds. Now, I will tell you, I have never tried vegan chicken that I thought was any good. There are sirens. I might be in trouble. All right, people are getting out and getting in line. Everybody's swarming. Woo! There's the truck back there. Oh, that's the fire truck. I'm fine. I'm not that hot. If you saw my video last night, I have celebrated 10 years of being smoke-free. This is day 1 on the next decade of smoke-free years. I'm looking forward to 10, 20, 30 more, however many more I can get. I'm feeling good. And so I'm going to go up there and get in line and check out their menu and see what kind of chicken I can find. And on the way up here, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about the Wicked Witch of the East, which we never talk about him, my first husband. And I want to give y'all some tips and advice on picking a partner, especially if you're thinking about getting married. And this is something I wish I had done, so maybe you can learn from me. But first, I'm going to go up there and get some chicken. They're already lining up. Look at them. Oh, have they opened it? They're getting ready to open up. So I'm gonna go get food and then I'll come back and we will try some fake chicken and see how it is. Ooh, well, I'm back. I had to move. It is so hot. It's that sneaky heat where it doesn't really feel hot at first. You feel pretty good and you think, oh, it's nice out. Then about 10 minutes later, you're about to succumb to a heat stroke. Yeah, I stood out there in the heat, not a cloud in the sky, for 52 minutes waiting to order. And when I left, I counted 32 people in line behind me. So, and then I had to wait about 20 minutes to get my food. But, and they're out of chicken, which I'm kind of bummed out. I wanted to try chicken. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. It's not real chicken. They take the E out. But they were out of chicken, so I got 2, I think they're Carolina hot dogs. I haven't looked at them yet. And fries. And 1 demerit for the fact that my Coke Zero Sugar is not cold. It's not even a little bit cold when I'm about to die because I'm hot and sweaty now. So I'm gonna drink it anyway. Okay. Let me see if I can open this thing. Hot dogs. I tell you, I don't think I have ever had a vegan hot dog. That's one item I don't believe I have ever tried. So I don't have anything to compare it to. Oh, well, it looks good. Okay, hang on. It's covered with stuff. It is, and we have our fries again. I brought, Glenda the Good Witch and I came up here to Bull City a week ago this past Thursday, I believe, because they were up here then. And we both got one of the hamburgers. I forget what I got. It wasn't the one that we tried. It was something different. And I noticed something about these fries. I don't think I picked up on it before. These fries, first of all, it tastes like they have Lowry seasoned salt on them, but it also tastes like It has a little bit of sugar and cinnamon on here, just a tad. There's a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of a cinnamon taste. Because Glinda the Good Witch commented on it. He said, "Do you taste that?" And I said, "Yeah, now that you mention it, I do." So they give you lots of ketchup. I really typically don't put anything on my fries. I don't like to add a bunch of stuff to my food. I know a lot of people do. You know, they use ketchup or whatever. I typically don't. It's just me. I'd rather not. Okay. I'm glad they gave me napkins. All right, I'm gonna see if I can pick this thing up. They're short. You know, some hot dogs, you know, are longer. These are some of the shorter ones here. It's got slaw on it and a sauce of some sort. Now, I mentioned this in the last video. With Mike's Vegan Cookout, everything is vegan, including the bun, all the toppings, the cheese, everything about it. Now, I do like hot dogs, so I'm kind of interested to see what this tastes like. It's got onions and something. I guess it's kind of like a chili on top of it. That tastes like a real hot dog. Again, I will say, what kind of voodoo magic is that? The bread is vegan, everything. That tastes like a real hot dog. I would never know it wasn't. Now it's messy. I do apologize. Oh, there's cheese in there too. There's cheese down in there. Whoops. The slaw is good. There's chili on it. Chili's good. The cheese is good. The bread is good. The fake hot dog is good. It's all good. Holy cow. Oh, Glinda the Good Witch liked it. He really did. He said he wants to try some more of their stuff, so we're going to try some more things together. The truck is typically in Greensboro on Thursdays and Sundays. Sorry, I've got the air on because it's just hot. Wow. That is so good. Look, it even looks like a real hot dog. Look at that. That cheese is wonderful. I see why they're so popular. I need a fork for the slaw. Shoot, I'd eat the slaw all by itself. It's good. It's either the slaw or the sauce. But something's got a little bit of sweetness to it. It may be the sauce, this kind of pinkish sauce. I don't know. My mother used to make slaw, and but she wouldn't add sugar to it. A lot of people add a lot of sugar to it. She didn't do that. I like it with a little bit of sugar in it, though. The bottom of the bun is even toasted. These are good. You can get the hot dogs at the truck for $6 a piece, or 2 for $10, I think. I think that's how it works. I got 2 hot dogs and fries and a drink. That's a good hot dog. It's really good. I'll tell you about me. I love meat. That's never going to change. I love a good steak. But this is good too. Oh, look at that. I'm going to have slaw on every bite. This slaw has bits of carrot in it. Looks like Gus Fring's Volvo station wagon. I'm going to get him a hot dog. Or something from the truck. Oh, that's glorious. Okay, I've finished one hot dog. I'm going to eat some of these fries before they get cold. They give you a lot of fries. Okay. I hate they were out of chicken. I'm kind of bummed out about that. We'll try that next time. I did want to try the hot dogs too, so that's okay. Getting married. I'm not getting married. I was remembering on the way up here. I was thinking about my first husband. I don't know what made him pop into my mind. He's not somebody I really think about. So like I said before, the witches in the Wizard of Oz fit my ex-husbands perfectly. I have 3 of them. There are 3 witches in the Wizard of Oz. You got the Wicked Witch of the East, who is not a big part of the story. You know, all you know about them is that they're not very good. They're not very nice. I mean, she's literally called the Wicked Witch of the East. You know, and then she's gone. She's not a big part of the story for long, and then she's gone. The only difference is nobody dropped the house on my ex, as far as I know, although it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Then you have the Wicked Witch of the West, which plays a bigger role in the story, and you're told that she's much more evil. She's worse than her sister, and got flying monkeys and Wicked Witch of the West. Number 2. And then you've got Glinda the Good Witch. That's ex number 3. The best of the bunch, still an ex, but the best of the bunch. Well, why'd you get a divorce? Okay. I don't like getting super duper personal, but between the 2 of us, we had 5 boys, all under the age of 12 when we got married. And long story short, we were a blended family that didn't blend. We tried for 3 years to make it work. We tried everything. And we never really blended. And ultimately, we decided that we would be better off separate. Well, we parted on good terms. We've been on good terms ever since. We've been apart now for, 5 years. And we still get along great. And that's all I have to say about that. I have to say the fries are a little bit... They're not as warm as they were last time. I'm trying to eat them fast because once they get cold, they're not as good. I'm going to talk to you today about the Wicked Witch of the East. Ex number 1. And the mistakes I made. And maybe somebody can learn from my mistakes and not have to make it themselves. Because I'll tell you right now, if I were to ever think about getting married again, which I'm not, I like being on my own. I like being able to just plan stuff and just do it. You know, I don't have to consult with anybody. I just do it. I like having my own space. I like having the closet to myself. And I don't see any reason to get married. Anyway, not now. But if I were thinking about it, I'm gonna tell you what I would do. And I would recommend this to anyone thinking about getting married. Get a prenuptial agreement, file it with the court, do whatever you got to do to make it official. I would do a credit check on the person, and I would do a background check on that person. And let them do it on you too. Just, and if they don't want to do those 3 things, I think that will be a huge red flag to me, and I wouldn't marry them. If they will not agree to a prenup, credit check, background check, I just want to know what's going on with you. If you want to agree to that, there's got to be a reason. And I would recommend that to anyone. But I didn't do any of those things with my ex. With any of them, really. But it hurt me the most with the first one. See, we met in the cult. He and I were paired up as a bridesmaid and a groomsman at my brother's wedding. And I had never met him before that, but he seemed really funny and interesting, and we just kept talking after that. Now, he lived up in Illinois. I'm down here in North Carolina. And my stupid ass, my dumb self decided to pick up, leave my life here behind, and move up to Illinois to marry a man that I didn't really know. And when you're part of the church, when you're part of that group that I wrote a book about, you don't really get to know the other person. He was one of what they called the single brothers, and if you read the book I wrote, River Road, I talk about the single brothers quite a bit. And a lot of that was true. A lot of that was based on real stuff from the church. The single brothers were kind of a mystery. They were single, they weren't married. They called them eunuchs. They weren't literal eunuchs. When I first heard that, I thought they meant literal, They refer to it as spiritual eunuchs, where they have just consecrated their life to serving the Lord, although really they're just serving the organization. They worshipped their bishop more than they ever worshipped any sort of deity. That became obvious pretty early on. The whole Christianity thing was a lure to get people in the church. Anyway, so I didn't really know him that well. I wasn't even allowed to know where he lived. And I just kind of went along with it because I was just told, well, that's the way we do things here. And if you want to be part of this group, if you want to be with him, you're just going to have to accept it. You're just going to have to deal with it. And I did. Most of our dates were chaperoned. We weren't allowed to be alone, really. I didn't really know him when I married him. I didn't. But he did lie to me about some things. Lied to my face. And I didn't know until after we were married that he lied. He lied about how much debt he had. He told me he only had a little bit of debt on one credit card. It was no big deal. That was a lie. Right after we got married, collection agencies, they find you really quick. Collection agencies started calling me and trying to collect from me, and that is how I found out that he had thousands and thousands of dollars in debt in collections from multiple sources, like 3 or 4 credit cards, lines of credit at stores that he just never paid. It totaled up to over $10,000 of debt that had gone into collections. And they hounded us mercilessly. And I also learned that, because a lot of the single brothers didn't drive. I thought he didn't drive because he was part of that group, and they just, they would just get rides from people. No, the reason he didn't drive, and I found out this after we were married, was because he had had numerous wrecks, numerous speeding tickets, and he was basically uninsurable. I didn't know that either. The only way we could insure him was to put him on my policy, and my premiums quadrupled when I added him to my policy. I also learned that he doesn't know how to manage money, and that caused huge problems in the short time we were together. And if I had done a credit check, I would have known all that. There was some stuff in his background, his criminal record, that I would have found out about, like some minor offenses and things that I didn't know. And I don't know that a prenup would have done me much good, because neither one of us really had anything, and we weren't together very long anyway. But I still say a prenuptial agreement is a good idea. And if the person you want to marry doesn't agree to it, I would seriously question that. See, in North Carolina, so I booted him out. Fortunately, I got wise to it. I kicked him out. The problem is, in North Carolina, you have to be separated for a year before you can file for divorce. That was another problem. During that year, collection agencies kept calling me. Somehow he continued to get credit. He bought a vehicle at one point. I don't know how he got insurance, because I kicked him off of mine. He apparently just bought a car and then just never made any payments on it. And while you're still legally married to this person, you get wrapped up in all that, because they will harass you too. They just want to get their money. They will harass anyone they can to try to get it. So if you are like me and you live in a state where you have to be separated for a long time before you can get a divorce, that is a year of agony right there. I'm on hot dog number 2. I don't want it to get soggy. Look at that. You can see the cheese sticking out. Nice. That slaw is really good. One of my life philosophies I borrowed from, I forget who said it first. Maybe it was Ronald Reagan. Trust but verify. Don't let love cloud your judgment. Because that's what I did. You know, you watch these movies where love conquers all and it makes everything okay. Trust but verify. Seriously, because those movies are not real. That's not reality. And yeah, I certainly didn't make out like a bandit from any of my divorces. 2 of them I filed myself to save on attorney's fees, and I took a big financial hit from one of them, a really big one, but it was worth it. I looked at it this way: I'm paying for my freedom, and it's worth that. But yeah, I prepared and filed 2 of the 3 divorces I got. It's not hard. It's a little tedious, but it's not hard. Trust but verify. Because you never really know somebody. When you marry them, you really are kind of taking a gamble. You're betting on the fact that they are who they say they are, and they're doing the same thing with you, you know? I'm hoping that you are what you say you are, what you claim to be. But I'm just saying, you know, if you get a prenuptial agreement, do a credit check and a criminal history background check, I think it would tell you a lot of what you need to know about that person. Strip away all the love and all the emotions, because if you have to go through what I went through, you realize that all that kind of flies out the window really fast when being married to this person has made your life a living hell, because bill collectors call you every hour of the day and night, 7 days a week, even after you've kicked them out, because you're not divorced yet, so they keep harassing you. It's funny because what was it, about a month ago, I had a bill collector call me out of nowhere looking for him. You know, he owes this company money. I said, I'm not surprised. I mean, we've been divorced now over 20 years, but people don't change. I think overall people don't really change all that much. I said, yeah, I'm sure he owes a lot of people money, but he's not here, and you're not getting it from me. So good luck with that. I don't know why people keep loaning him money. Like, why? I mean, you could spend 2 seconds looking at his credit report and you would know that's a bad idea. You're never going to get your money. I bit the slaw off the top. It was sliding off. That's a pretty little hot dog. It is so good. That cheese just melts. There's a hornet outside my window. I got the windows rolled up. Wow. That was good. I was really hungry though. So, young people out there still all full of hope and stuff. You're not dead inside yet. I was a horsefly. He's sitting on my window rubbing his hands together like he's got a plan. Get the hell out of here. Little flies, man, they're diabolical. Of course, I know a lot of young people are saying they're never getting married. I'm not saying don't get married. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is do the best you can to really know who it is you're getting ready to marry. That's what I'm saying. I don't care where they come from. I don't care how wonderful they look. I don't care what it appears to be, because some people are really good at holding up a mask and making you think there's somebody they're not. And then after you say I do, that mask, it falls away. I may know about that too. We'll save that for another day. Holy mackerel, I ate them both. Ah! See? The fries are cold though. I probably won't eat any more of those. I love their little boxes too. They're so cute. It was very good. Well, I hate I didn't get to try the chicken. Maybe we can try that next time. And I hate that the drink is not cold. It says now more delicious. Not if it's room temperature, it's not. That's when you can really taste the chemicals in it. At least when it's cold, it kind of deadens your taste buds a little bit and you don't know they're there as much. Yeah. Now more delicious, my foot. Anyway. It was good. I really liked the hot dogs. They definitely did not disappoint. And again, it's like that burger. If I didn't know that was vegan, I would have never guessed it. I would have never guessed that. So it was really good. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that wherever you are, you have a wonderful day. And I will see you again soon.